Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Market Pulse for the week 12th July 21 to 18 July 21. I am Ajit Mauli, the founder of LPAT LearnPriceActionTrading.com. Request you all to please go through this disclaimer. Please note that MarketWiz Solutions LLP, which is the legal entity for LearnPriceActionTrading.com, is not a SEBI registered entity advisor analyst. The session is purely for informational purposes to create awareness in the general public and does not constitute a recommendation or advice. All the views expressed are personal. All right, let's dive into the indices and see what we have. So as expected and as discussed in the session, in the market pulse session last week, Nifty again failed to go beyond that 15,900 and came down crashing to our area of support, which is at 15,600 approximately. So the value is the demand zone value starts at 15,640 all the way up to 15,580. So unless and until this demand zone is not violated, Nifty can remain range bound. So either it has to go down from here or it has to go up, give a fresh breakout, and then you will have new targets of 16,200, 16,300. Till then, all this is still going to be range bound. So the range still remains 15,900 to 15,600. Based on what we have seen for the past so many days, maybe a couple of weeks nearly, that the market is range bound between 15,600 and 15,900. It might still remain range bound. It will be a good play for the weekly options trader. So we are low on the curve. So look for long opportunities for at least targeting 15,820 to 15,840. So that will be target for longs. New shorts can again be initiated, but remember, this range bound moment has happened for quite some time. So anytime you can expect a breakout or a breakdown. So trade with strict stop loss. Uh, Currently, if you are looking at doing anything in Nifty, maybe you should have a bullish view till we break 15,580. Anywhere in this, you can look to buy and target about 15,840 to 15,900. That would be the target. Range bound movement on Nifty. Again, just now let me go to the higher time frames. On the weekly, we are again range bound. Last week was range bound. This week has started again being a range bound, but it's the first day. So hopefully we'll see uh, either a move all the way again to 15,900 or then we may break this demand zone. So the range is still intact. Better to be buyers at the lower end, 15,600, and book your profits or sell short at 15,900. That's the current plan in Nifty. There's nothing else that you can do till these ranges are broken. And then we also have another demand zone here at around 15,500. So multiple demand zones on smaller time frames as well for Nifty, but not many supply zones, and the trend is bullish. Let's go to Bank Nifty. Again, Bank Nifty gave a nice move last week beyond that supply here. Let me remove everything again. So monthly Bank Nifty trend is still intact and up. If you see this, it's making higher highs. We are yet to go beyond this high. Nifty did go beyond that high once, prior high, but Bank Nifty is yet to go, but it is still very bullish. Anytime you can see a big move happening in Bank Nifty on the upside based on the trend. So weekly, again, we are still consolidating within this area, which is about 35,300 to 35,600, 35,000. Sorry, let me just get that. 36,500. So that's the area where you could expect some selling to happen. Intraday sellings will be possible at these areas of supply zones. But look at fresh levels. Market does look like it wants to move up. Bank Nifty, especially after this strong trend up, there was a nice correction that happened. We again initiated a new move in Bank Nifty, and now it's stuck here. So it could still remain the range bound for a while before it breaks out. So let's see what are the range. What is the range for Bank Nifty that we can expect for this week? So this week again, still we are going to expect the range here from 35,800 approximately to 36,500 is the retail range, and this is where your broader buying range about 34,000. And that doesn't mean that I'm expecting it to come here, but market can do what it wants to do depending on the order flow that comes in. So it does look like it's trying to move up with these rejections that you're seeing on the daily chart, but be cautious, don't be aggressive in any trade setups because markets are range bound. On smaller time frames, we are seeing this higher and higher low. So if tomorrow bank nifty goes beyond 35,400, you could see bank nifty trying to retest these levels of 35,800. And once we have a convincing close above 35,800, the new targets for bank nifty would be around, first target would be 36,250 and the second will be 36,700. So quite some room for bank nifty. Be cautious, don't over leverage. If you're holding any long positions, keep trailing so that you can maximize your profit. So that's what we have on bank nifty. Again, low on the curve. Make sure you don't focus on any short selling till we are at the upper range. Right now, short selling, shorts should have been covered, and uh, yes, bullish trade setups were possible on Friday and yesterday, today. So tomorrow also you can, once we go beyond this, initiate aggressive short-term income bullish positions in bank nifty and the banking stocks. Right. So that's what we have for Nifty, Bank Nifty, range bound movements. IT, CNX IT, TCS finally came out with its result, and there was quite some uh, selling that happened in TCS from the top. We have come back all the way down. So even Infosys today went below quite a bit. So remember one thing, we have a demand zone here, an RBR on the IT index. This is a very compressive move that is coming into this weekly demand zone. So we'll have to wait for some more signals before we aggressively go buy. If you want to be a seller in any of the IT stocks, that is going to be the area where you can initiate some short positions. And these are going to be short-term income shorts because most of the IT stocks are trending up on all time frames. So that's the supply zone, which is still probably going to hold, and this is the demand zone. So we are at the lower end. Look for confirmation longs. Once the trend on 75 minutes starts shifting up, you can initiate long positions in the IT stocks. But again, this is also range bound, but pretty overextended overall uh, on the price chart. So maybe you can wait for a deeper entry, or once it starts moving beyond 28,600, you can initiate long positions for target of 28,930 and a second target of 29,120. Range bound movement again on Nifty, short term income trades possible on both sides. Pharma. Okay, now this has been doing well for the last few weeks and few months as well. So last week there was a slight corrective move that we saw on the weekly chart. We have started this week with a gap up, but remained in a range. The overall trend on Nifty Pharma still remains up. There is a supply that has got formed here because this rally based drop is a credible supply. So you could see some long side profits capped. Right. So look for weaker pharma stocks to go short and new long positions, swing positions, I would say. I mean, can be initiated at around 14,100 odd levels. So that's the area where you can look to buy long. Once we break this, new fresh longs, aggressive longs can be initiated in the pharma stocks. But remember, once it breaks this, let it close above it. On a pullback, you buy. Don't buy as a breakout trade. Buy it as a pullback to the demand zone. If pharma index starts correcting from this point, your next longs will be at this area, and you can take aggressive short-term income shorts at these areas. So if I take a look on the 75-minute chart, that's the supply zone which is still holding up. Let me mark it for you guys. Yeah, that's the supply zone which is still holding on the 75-minute chart, and that is where the next demand is available. So buying allowed here once we come to this point, and selling, aggressive selling. This is going to be because all the pharma stocks are trending up. Maybe you can look at some of the weaker pharma stocks, which you can look for short-term income shorts till we hit this area of demand zone on the pharma stocks. So a little bit higher on the curve pharma stocks. Be cautious because if Bank Nifty starts correcting, you could see pharma moving up. So be careful. Try to make sure that you are aware of Bank Nifty as well as an index. PSU Bank. Again, bullish stock, bullish index has a lot of room to go up, though we are trading in a sort of a monthly supply zone, but tested deep. So there is a good opportunity for PSU banks to move up. I mean, good possibility for PSU banks to move up. This is a corrective move that is happening. New areas of demand are still here. Okay, based on the daily chart, the new areas of demand are here. This is a gap area which can still hold up for PSU banks. Okay, so based on the current market conditions, going long aggressively is not advisable. Wait for some confirmation before you decide to go long. Wait for more price action. That's where good swing positions can be initiated in some of the PSU banks at around 2400 to 2350. That's a range where you can initiate good long positions in maybe stocks like Bank of Baroda or Canara Bank or some of the other PSU banks. And target at least 2530 to 2550. That would be your targets for the PSU banks. Right now they are high on the curve, though in the demand zone they are high on the curve. Buying is only based on confirmation. Remember that. Don't be aggressive in buying at this area of demand zones. Let's take a look at the next index, which is the energy index. Now, last time also we discussed that the energy index is a little weaker compared to the other indices, though it was low on the curve. So it has come into this weekly area of demand zone. Take a look, but it is traveling a little deeper into that area of demand zone on the on the daily weekly chart. It is traveling deeper into that demand zone. If we break this area of demand zone at 19,210,216, we could see further fall at least coming to this area, which is 18,400. So that is the area where new swing long positions can be initiated. Okay, but you cannot still short any of the energy stocks because they are still in a weekly area of demand, and that weekly of area of demand has given a new high, so it could still move out of this demand zone. But since the trend on daily has is down, we cannot be a buyer till we get some proof of the index moving up or the index components moving up. So I will remark the level on the daily chart. So this is where we are coming. It's a very compressive move. Avoid shorts in the energy stocks. Shorts only allowed once we reach at this area of supply zone. Look for bullish signals or confirmation for long positions. You will have to wait for some more time before you decide to initiate a long positions in this. uh, uh, be You need to be a little patient. Don't be in a hurry. There are multiple levels on the smaller time frame. If you see, that's level number one on the 75-minute chart, and we also have another level here on the 70. So multiple levels. That's why we don't know whether it will come here and move out or drop down here. Crude is also elevated, so don't take risky long positions, and no shorts allowed because we are trading very low on the curve. Shorts can be initiated only at around 20,400 on the energy index. Also be aware that this is going to be the quarterly results month, so you have to make sure that you are aware of the result dates and then trade any of your stocks accordingly. Don't be extremely aggressive to take setups during these times. Okay, so this is again a range bound stock, the FMCG on the weekly. After giving fresh highs, it is consolidating at the top. It is easily seen on this daily chart that it is consolidating. So you will really not find great opportunities to go long in these stocks. Maybe there'll be individual stocks where you can go long, but a lot of them would have actually gone higher and consolidating, so you might not get good entry points. Again, this is going to be more of a waiting game, FMCG, unless we form new areas of demand zone and go beyond this prior high. Okay, so this is consolidating. You might just look at, you'll have to be very choosy about stocks for this particular sector. Maybe counter trend shots based on confirmation can be taken if you get the confirmation, but till then, don't initiate shots. Remember, this is the area on the 75-minute which is still holding up. So it could come down here where you can take short-term income longs in some of the FMCG stocks and target up to about 36,400. So from 35,900 to 36,400, that's going to be a approximately 500 point range on the long side. And there is a good trap level below which you can use for initiating some short-term income, or maybe a little bit swing kind of positions which will last for few days. So when it comes here, look at good stocks that are trending up on all time frames and have pulled back to a good daily demand zone. That will give you good results in the FMCG. But right now, wait, maybe at this area aggressive shorts are possible at this upper supply zone on the 75-minute. If you see, prices have been holding this supply zone. Every time they go there, it comes down. So you might want to pick up a stock like this and trade intraday, short long on the extremes, if you're an intraday trader. CNX Finance. All right, CNX Finance again, pretty much similar to Bank Nifty. After hitting that area of supply on the daily, it has started to come down again, finding it difficult to move beyond this range. Okay, we need the index, finance or a Bank Nifty index, to move beyond this range for us to have higher targets on these stocks. Okay, so I'll just mark it correctly. That's the real supply. So it is holding around there, and the new demand zone that you would want to be interested is for swing trading is all the way here. That's the daily demand zone. We do have a small demand zone here, which you can use for short-term income trading, like a DI, a trade that is maybe an intraday trade or trade that will last for 1 or 2 days. So on the 75-minute chart, that's a demand zone. You will still have to wait for prices to come to that demand zone. But if they don't come, they move up from here, break this, then based on specific stocks and their supply demand zone equations, you can go long aggressively to target maybe a little higher level here in this, which is going to be this. It's going to be this. That's a supply zone where it will go to. So once we break this, you can look at aggressive long positions. Remember, the bias should still be long when we are pulling down to such low areas, but you know, even though the bias is long, the stock selection should be appropriate. So you need to have the right stock which will give you higher returns. This might not move much, but that stock could move better. So keep an eye on that stock. So this is again bullish still. Wait for confirmation or the prices to come to this area of demand zone to go long on the finance. Auto. Now, last time we discussed about auto, that this might get weaker in the coming week, absolutely, at that area of supply zone. And that's what it did. Fine. Again, came down crashing from that supply zone. Stocks like Bajaj and Hero Motocorp, Eicher, they all started coming down, which brought the entire auto index down. So this range is still valid. Once we break this lower target, so that is the area of demand zone that you can rely on. Once this demand is broken, there are level on top of each other, the two levels here, so prices can turn either from here or here. But once it comes here, the daily trend will be down, so you'll have to wait for confirmation to go long. You can't short at these areas, but you can go long on confirmation. Once this is broken, then you can look to go short in some of the auto stocks all the way up to here. Okay, so that's the area where we are moving up from. So we could still see some more movement down here. And once we break this, maybe quick short-term income aggressive shorts. If we pull back here again, you can again initiate short-term income shorts in some of the auto stocks based on their trend. So Same thing again, like last time we discussed, range bound at this, you can initiate longs once we come closer to 10,300. So 10,300 to 10,800 is the range as of now for the auto index and the auto stocks. CNX Infra. Now, this is a good stock, good index which could start seeing moves towards the upside. Uh, if you see, we are currently holding up a monthly supply, though we have tested it deep towards the distal line. On the weekly, again we have hit that supply zone, but this is not a great supply zone. I expect the infra sector index to move up. It is nicely trending up. A beautiful demand zone on the weekly to initiate swing longs is available here at 4220 approximately. No supply, you can target about 4700 once it comes there. On the daily chart, uh, we have this supply. Okay, so that's a credible supply that we have. So this is going to be your range uh, on the daily for the infra stocks. So I will actually take this area of demand on the daily in that. So that's the range. We are in the middle of the curve. So wait for some more price action to go bullish up to this point, or one if we gap up and move into this, look for confirmation shots at these areas. If you are a tad aggressive, you can go aggressively long again at this area of demand zone. This is the 75-minute, or I would say tomorrow's intraday range that you can see for the infra stocks. That's the range playground for infra stocks for tomorrow. So once we come here, you can look at intraday longs. Here you can look at intraday shorts, provided Nifty is also subdued. If Nifty is stronger, then avoid shorts here. Look for shorts only at these areas, or once we break this, look for pullbacks to go long all the way up to 4,500 in the infra stocks. The media stocks, again, media stocks sitting in a monthly supply, but trend has been trending up on the weekly. That supply is credible and good, but it's holding up that supply. There is a good support that this index is finding, and it is not able to break down. That's the level which you'll have to consider for as the other side of that means the demand zone side, and that's the daily supply zone side. So that is the range that we have for media stocks. Lower at this end you can initiate longs, and at this end you can initiate shorts. Still, we are still trading in that range of 15,900 on Nifty to 15,600. You will see still this range coming in. Aggressive longs can be initiated if you're an aggressive traders. Probably we are seeing early signs of uh, prices moving up. So in some of the media stocks which are trending up, you can initiate some aggressive long positions here at 1813 and target around 1890. So that's a good short-term income range. Swing positions only at these areas of demand. Remember, on the 75-minute chart, we also have a very beautiful trap level at 1724, which could act as a decoy for prices. They'll move down and move out. But aggressive longs possible for targets of about 1882, 900 on the media stocks. Realty sector, this was the star sector, star index today, moving up nicely. It has hit at a weekly supply zone, sorry, monthly supply zone, but the trend is good. Strong and up. We have already tested it once. This time we have gone in deeper, and the weekly showing more bullish strength. Okay, the weekly showing more bullishness for this sector, which is the realty sector. So you can look at initiating good long positions at these areas of demand and target approximately 400 on this index. So look at some good uptrending stocks in the realty sector and go long. So once since we have gone up and gave a new high here, that's the area of demand where you can initiate new long positions again. All right, so you can wait for a pullback for this index. Maybe some of the realty stocks like a Suntech or a Oberoi Realty or a DLF could come into good areas of demand zone on the daily chart, and that is what you will use to create a bullish swing positions for targeting 400 on the index. So bullish outlook, no shorting allowed. Wait for prices to pull back to go long. Short-term intraday shorts are possible, but those will be very aggressive. If you're an aggressive trader, you can initiate short-term intraday shorts in this. The stars of the market currently, the mid cap index and the small cap index, again moving up higher. But remember, there is a sort of loss of momentum that we are seeing here. All right, there is a sort of loss of momentum that we are seeing in the though they are giving new highs, the mid cap index is showing some loss of momentum. It is just pushing very, it is trying very hard to go above. So don't get aggressive in initiating swing or cash positions. Protect your profits, and new positions can be initiated at around 26,790. That's approximately 26,800. That's where the markets have been moving up. All areas of demand zone before that are going to be for short-term income like intraday or based on only confirmation. If you are an aggressive counter trend trader, you can trade it up to this area of demand zone on the mid cap. So cautious approach on the mid cap, long-term bullish outlook, wait for pullbacks to go long. Small cap again similar to mid caps, very relentless move up. If you see this on the monthly chart, strong move up after that fall, which began in 2018, and it crossed that and move up. I expect this to still further move up, but we'll wait for some good correction before we initiate any new long positions on the swing side or positional side. That's an area of demand zone which you need to wait for before initiating swing positions. But trading is allowed. You can trade. We are very high on the curve, so do not trade on the long side till we come to this area of demand zone on the daily. Uh, Shorts are not allowed because the trend is up and there is no supply. But look at some counter trend intraday or short term income shorts once we hit this. This is not a supply, remember, but looks like this could be an intermediate supply till it comes to this area. So you can initiate short term income longs at around 99.20 for targeting 10,100. Avoid shorts unless you are an aggressive counter trend trader. Swing positions only at around 9,800. Metal index. Now, metal index is behaving a little range bound on the weekly. Again, if you see, it had a nice run last week, then it has started correcting after hitting this higher time frame retail areas. On the daily, we do have these areas of supply zone. So if I mark it from this point, we hit that supply zone today and it's correcting. We could see some more pullback coming in on the nifty metal stocks. That's still going to be the range, 5,115 to 5,350. So we are high on the curve. Look at some confirmatory shorts on the metal index. No longs allowed till we reach good areas of demand zone. So that's the range that we are seeing on the metal index. No buying anywhere in the middle because this might all the way come again to 5122. So you can initiate shorts, intraday shorts on pullback tomorrow, but no swing long positions still. All right. So metal index, maybe you could expect some quick short-term income shorts based on confirmation. And the last one is India VIX, scarily low. Remember, we are trading very low on the VIX, which shows too much of complacence in the market. And this last week we saw one sign of moving up from there. So India VIX could easily move first to 14.87 and then to 16.5. And when it is moving to these levels, you could see markets moving down. So they are inversely correlated. So cautious approach on the indices. Protect your swing profits. Don't get into aggressive longs. That is the outlook for this week. Range bound trading on most of the indices. Auto metals could be taken for some short trade opportunities. IT maybe some wait time, pharma wait time, PSU banks, infra, media, realty are all on the bullish side. I hope this session helps you in your trading. I thank you for your time. Trade well and trade safe, and have a nice week trading week.